Hey guys, so today I'm going to be trying out some brand new Temptu lipsticks as well as the Temptu Airbrush system. And this is my very first time trying it out, so it's going to be kind of like a makeup tutorial but more like a first impressions review because I have no idea how this is going to turn out. So before I get into the Airbrush, I'm going to start off with my concealer, and this is the under eye concealer in the shade 106 Light. So far, it's really creamy and I like the color or the shade. And then I'm just going to use my finger to blend it in because I don't really have any brushes with me right now. So now we're going to get into the airbrush part, and to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous to try this out. So I have it plugged in and this is what the system looks like. So I'm going to start off with my foundation pod, and I went with the shade 005 Beige. It's just a medium color with warm undertones. And I picked this through the color finder or shade matcher or something. I'll link it below. You go there and there's just like pictures of all these different people with different skin colors and skin tones, and you just look to see who has the most similar skin color slash tone to you. And it was actually really helpful. That's how I picked the shade, and I feel like it should match pretty well. Guess we'll find out. I'm going to attach this to the gun thingy. And then you want to pull back on this trigger to release the makeup. And you just do it in circular motions. I can feel the makeup coming out. If you don't pull back on the trigger, only air comes out. So I'm noticing that the coverage of this foundation is really gradual. So if you want light coverage, you can do that, but it's really buildable. So if you have areas that you need more coverage, it's really easy to do that too. I'm going to just quickly set this with a little bit of powder and then move on to the rest. So for blush, I went with the shade Soft Peach. It's number 402. Turn this back on. So that is the Soft Peach blush, and hopefully it's kind of even on both sides. So for the highlighter, I went with the shade Sunset Glow. Here goes the highlighter. So that is the highlight, and I think it's super pretty. It's like a peachy gold color. So that is it for the airbrush portion, and surprisingly not that difficult. If I can do it, you guys can do it. So I'm going to be using a bold color on my lips. So for my eyes, I'm not really going to do anything. I'm just going to curl my eyelashes and apply some mascara. So I'll just do that really quickly. I'll probably do this off camera because watching someone apply coats and coats of mascara is not that interesting. And now we are going to finish off with lips. And I have two options. I'm going to do a dark lip and then I'm going to do a bright lip. So the first shade I'm going to be using is called Plush Plum, and it's just this like medium dark plum color. So I have tried these lipsticks out once before. I actually wore this one the other day, and it is a matte lipstick, but it doesn't dry out and crack on your lips throughout the day like most matte lipsticks do. So that is a plus. But that is Plush Plum, and I think it is a gorgeous color. So now I'm going to be trying out the shade Coral Blaze, and it's just a orangey toned red. And another thing I love about these lipsticks is the consistency. They're super soft and velvety. And when I first tried them out, it was almost like a weird feeling because I've never tried a lipstick like it, but it's super nice. So that pretty much concludes my first impressions video. I was super impressed with everything, and for my first time using an airbrush system, I don't think I did too bad. I kind of want to go pick up some other colors, especially for the blush. I think it'd be fun to try out some different shades. And if you guys are interested in checking out the airbrush system, I would definitely recommend going onto the website and looking through the shade finder to help you get your right color. I'm super impressed. I feel like it matches my skin tone like perfectly. I feel like it doesn't really look like I'm wearing foundation. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys all in my next one. Bye!